Hey guys, I'd love to walk through this project for Parisi. It's a big project, so I'll start by saying that on the left-hand side, what you're seeing is a list of all the programs that Parisi has created. There's 40 in total. They've created these from their HQ account, which is this account here. And what they want to do is actually give these to all the subsequent accounts, which are 100 accounts. Now, every time you see an X, that means the license has already been given. So what we want to do is we need to give these 9 additional programs that they created to each account. Okay, now most of the accounts, this is going to be accurate for, meaning they've got a team share subscription to all of these licenses. What these are, these team shares, this is Parisi's class-based programming that they're delivering, right? So it's just they're just following a calendar. Now the rest of these are sport-specific programs, and the majority of them, I mean, it's just about all of them. I guess there are a couple that don't have them. So if you see any of the programs when we jump in that are showing PM4, just assume they have all of them up to this point. Okay, where it's this hockey, basketball, swimming, and wrestling, we need to give those licenses. So let's walk through an example, right? So like what I'm going to do is these are all the user IDs. So if I search by user ID, okay, so I'll go into admin and users. I'm going to search by user ID. I'm going to go to licenses. So I'm seeing all these team shares, right? They have the team shares, and then if you notice any of the PM4 programs, just assume they have all of them, right? So my assumption here that I'm making is that all of these are done, right? But I do need to give these additionals. So I'm going to search for this by going to create a new license. The type is going to be a team or program, and what's really important here is that it needs to be for coaching, okay? And so then I'm going to select the 30 yearly. And here's kind of an additional step. I'm going to click in here and actually make it be 2120. So it never really renews. Okay. So then I'm create new, and I'm going to find hockey strength. I'm here for coaching yearly. And I found it easier for my process to actually just add all the programs first and then jump in and just mess with the years. And I mean, I'll just start by saying sorry that this process is so manual. I've done this for every time you see an X here. It hasn't happened all kind of in one fell swoop, right? They've been bringing folks on like 10 at a time, but nonetheless, it's a lot of work. And I appreciate you guys like jumping in here and helping me through it. So let's get through one of these. Painful as this may be, because I want to better understand the time that it'll take. Okay, so now that I've added all the licenses, I'm going to come here and just tweak the dates. So one thing you'll notice is that when I actually add the program, I'm going to cancel this one. But as I actually add the program, it's $30, right? So in order to add programs or not, because there's a bug, what we've done is we've added it to the marketplace and then hid the program from the marketplace. And so I'll show you how this is actually set up. So if we look at, this is actually Parisi's account, right? So this is the master account. But if we look at like one of the hockey programs and I go to settings, what I did is it's in the marketplace, but I hid it from the marketplace, so it's like yes and yes. That way, I figured nobody can find this in the marketplace. And I'm sure there's a better way to do this. What I'm going to do first is let's go and say, okay, hey, these are done, right? But let's go into this specific account and just confirm that these are there, right? Just to make sure that the process is actually working. So let's go library. I'm just going to search for that wrestling program because that was a brand new one. We never had a wrestling program here before. So here we go. All right, wrestling is there. If I wanted to search for hockey, hockey's there. Right? If I wanted to search for the swimming ones, swimming's there. So I think we're good if we follow that process. Again, we'll just kind of hammer these out as we can. Here's the user ID. If you see any of the PM4s, expect all of them to be here. There are going to be a couple instances where they literally don't have any of these. And so we'll have to do this, what we just did 9 times, we'll have to do an additional 21 times. So, again, sorry in advance because this is a monster of a project. There's a couple here, a handful of them that are NA. So these user IDs don't get any of these things. So we can just skip over them altogether. If you guys have any questions on this stuff, let me know. I think just as a team, we can hammer away at it. Let's just keep the sheet updated. And as soon as we get through, all these X's, that would effectively be all the programs. So let me know which questions you have. Thanks again. I owe you guys.